We are pioneering our way through a technological age this world has never seen. We're often being controlled by our technology, and eventually we don't even realize how much of our lives have been run by our devices. When we receive notifications or texts, they make our thoughts drift off to somewhere we weren't intending or planning on. If you swipe on that notification, then you're spending time somewhere that you didn't necessarily plan. For social media, every website has a goal to take your attention. They want your time and, of course, in some way, your money. We need to figure out how our mind works, and they figure that out as well to get our attention. For example, on YouTube, there are autoplay videos after each chosen video because they want as much of your attention as they can get. They will even make the videos get more and more intense to keep you watching longer. Snapchat is the #1 way that teenagers communicate in the United States today. A way they keep teens on the app is snap streaks, because if you have 120 days in a row, you don't want to break the streak. Teens will even give their accounts to friends to keep their streaks up. There are a lot of problems with this. The biggest is that these aren't even real conversations. This may make you upset, but that is an attention social media also wants. You're likely to share the outrage on a social media portal, and that will get a lot of attention from people who are now spending more time on social media reading your posts. Posts like these get even more traction than calm or positive posts. This is all important because this is changing our communication and our relationships. Almost 2.5 billion people own their own smartphone. Specific targeted audiences are those who are most susceptible, and the people behind it have money involved and have figured out ways to target everyone in many ways. The computational systems created can tell your emotions, and even if you're lying. These computer platforms decide what 1 billion people see every day. These computers decide what to recommend to you, and they can decide which criminal will most likely commit crime again, which bridge will most likely sway and fall, what people can be run over with a programmed car. These are all algorithms. These can detect credit card fraud, they can beat humans in chess, they can even detect people's faces. The systems intake all the data that you give, and this is why Facebook tries to collect as much information as they can about you, so that these algorithms work better. The system's algorithms figure out what to show you on your feed. This can be a problem because by now we don't even know if we're all seeing the same things. I noticed that I have over 500 Facebook friends, but I only see the same 30 people every day, according to these algorithms. I wonder how many of my friends actually see what I'm posting. Computational systems can infer things about you, even if you have given no apparent information, like your sexual orientation, personality, or political position. We're all being targeted in ways that we don't understand, and we all are being targeted differently. It is really hard to control and regulate these things as well because there are billions of other users and billions of ads, including private, quote, posts, being created and seen every day. All of our personal data goes into the machine learning algorithms, and these algorithms are getting so complex that even programmers don't understand how they are operating.